Well, it has been an interesting day so far. Let's go ahead and reload these pages, guys. Let me go ahead and introduce myself real quick. If you are just clicking on this later, my name is Christian Israel, and you are tuned into a section called Long Sum, Short Sum, guys. This is a part of a podcast called Christ and Crypto in the Morning. We're here every single morning, Monday through Friday, live at 9 a.m. And in this section, guys, we look at the markets from a technical perspective using charts, Elliott wave analysis. I'm trying not to die for some reason. Uh, Elliott wave, Fibonacci, and different ways to look at the charts, guys. And today, what I want to talk to you about is how we trade in a bear market. Now, I also said yesterday, if you guys got some stuff that you want me to look at on the fly today, I will. I see Rope-A-Dope has asked for H-Bar and Constellation, DAG so far. So we'll go look at that. But then I want to talk about, we'll do that first. And then I want to talk about trading in a bear market. So since it's the midweek news cycle, I like to do, and I think I'll start on Wednesdays from now on, getting you guys here when you're here and saying bring the charts that you want me to look at, and maybe on Wednesdays from now on we'll do a mid-cycle look. As you can see, over the last 7 days is red, over the last 24 hours is red, over the last hour is red. The only thing that is positive is Doge, 0.4% over the last hour. And you can kind of see it is red, 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 red. So much that I kind of want to do this, and I never do this, but we're going to do this anyway just to show it, because sometimes you just got to show the heat map, and we're going to go big screen, and we're going to go bang. That is crypto right now. So since we are here right now, guys, how do we trade in this bear market? Okay, that's my question. How do we trade? Well, in the meantime, let me go ahead. I'm actually been checking this trade out here and this trade here. Like I said, I entered yesterday, last night around 43, around the 0.5 of that trade. And this is where I'm looking at so far. Now, do I know 100% this is going to happen? No. At least waiting for 36.6 to see. Could we have a flash crash today? Maybe. I'm still waiting to see if this is a fake out of a breakdown and then roll up. We have not confirmed yet. As I was telling somebody yesterday as we watched, I need 4 confirmations of this breakdown, because whenever you have a big move down followed by this pendant, normally it's a continuation pattern to finish the move. And I have been expecting a slightly move lower in the charts, and still not quite there yet, but we will see. So since we are here, let me go ahead and look at H-Bar first, as requested. Hello, DC. Good morning to you. I appreciate you being here, brother. Says, trying to get your algorithm right. I hope I get the algo right. We'll see. Okay, so let me go ahead and take off my long buy super trends here so we can get rid of some of those. And my QQE signals. I still have something else here. That would be my, thank you. Okay, I know this is the 4-hour time frame, but we always want to start looking back. And I know we're going to look at H-Bar actually on a different USDT. We're going to look at it here. Oh, well, look at that. It's already charted. So much that I think I must have discussed this. Here's the wave structure we're looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we've come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back down to that level, which, guys, is our 1-to-1 level. Okay, I can just see that right off the bat. We've come down here. Now, do we have more room to run? I think we could come down and touch this 702, which actually would be a perfect back test. Which would be a perfect back test of this area right here. Okay? Now what I'll do is I'll do this so you can see it. And you guys are going to see me do this right on the fly. So that 0.5 right there, boom. Now, I know that's scary because that's 50% from here. And I know that sounds crazy because didn't I just tell you guys that I am expecting a possible move down as well and some other stuff. And if it does go to where I think it could go, That's a 38% move in XRP. So am I saying this is possible? No. But yes. What do I mean by that? Well, there's been so much bull and bear information out there recently, and I got to keep looking, because even when I look at Bitcoin, guys, yesterday we had a head and shoulders break right here. You see I'll draw it for you. This is on the 5 minute. Okay. There's your head and shoulders. Measured it, broke up, boom. Cut it off, work its way down. Now, my whole move here, period, was 1-to-1 is this target right here. 44.24, but the back test of the 1-to-1 of this move right here, that happened back on the 20th. Okay, I'm not the 20th, the 12th. So, what do I see here? There's a couple things that can happen. Okay, you get the 1-to-1 back test, which would be great and lovely in this area right here. Okay, this is Bitcoin, 28,577. However, we know that Bitcoin actually went all the way down here. Now, what's funny about that is you see that 2.414. Most of the time when we get to thank you, DC. I appreciate the algorithm there. When you, or the like, DC literally came to hit like and then bounce. I appreciate you, brother. All right, so when we see this here, and then we'll jump in, see that? We always seem to come down, and I know, and fill that gap right there. So this is what I'm seeing. We're going to see possibly come here, flash crash. Will we get a back test of 29 then? Right, so down to 27. Not even 27. Let's just say down to 28, this area where we just were, up to 29.5. Today's Wednesday, so this could be tomorrow, today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Could that be what we're in store for? And that would give us a back test right to our 25.29, giving us a lower low in H-bar, giving us a lower low in XRP. The question, guys, is that what we will be looking at? And that is what I'm watching slowly. So let me go ahead and look at, what are we looking at? DAG for you, Constellation. All right, let's go. Yep, okay, so we're going to go on the 3-day time frame because that's what this is for, so we can get a good look here. So you can see that we already have a wave structure here that is not complete. Okay, so you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have an ABC, but this is not done. I know this is an automatic measure for me. I have an Elliott Absolute that kind of shows me some of the Elliott waves naturally built into the charts. Right, guys? Naturally built. But here's the catch. C is not done. And look, you can see all of this space here. That means there's not a lot of support or resistance in there on the 3-day. When we come and look at the 1-day, we can see that we are directly, boom, on this support, which on top of wave 5 or B of that wave, and sitting there. We also came all the way down. We're going to look right here. Bink. Almost completed. We could say that's a back test of that range. This ranged here. And now we're on top. So the question from here, and this is literally what we're looking at, and I know it sounds stupid. And I'll just give some options. I got to go ahead and finish. Just to show you, this is basic. Okay? This is what we could be looking at. Now, we already had that back test here. We just back tested this here. See that wick? Now, do we come in and come out again? This is the idea of what to look at. So the question is, what do we see and how do we get there? And again, this is on the daily. So I'm going to take my high, low, higher, low. And let's look at some TA here. Okay? So this is again on the daily. And we're going to get rid of these arrows. As you can see, and I know it sounds crazy, but it's sitting right on the 1.414 again. You guys know that 0.414 is big for me when it comes to TA. That's the things I'm looking for. We wick down to the 2. We're trying to hold that, but let's see if this rolls over Look, there's one more line of defense here, and we can see it right here. I think we can see it right there as that lines up with the 2.414. So, will this come down, up, back down to 3 cents? And let's see what that is on Constellation, because again, everything is not looking like it's crazy bullish. But here's the catch and why it's like, well, why don't you short everything? Why don't you get out of everything? Why don't you switch to stables right now just in case? Because nothing is guaranteed. All these crazy signals that I am seeing right now does not mean we're going to dump hard. It's the possibility of us going to dump. Do you see the difference? That is what I'm looking at. I appreciate you guys for asking those questions. Before I move on, buenos dias, Alex Heat. I hope that answers DAG a little bit, because we're sitting here and we got an algo up to 35 cents here. But in order for this to be confirmed, and this is going to be crazy because we have created a lower low. I don't think we're finished here on the A, B. Yeah. I'm just going to. You always got me looking at stuff. Question is, yeah, well, if this is the B wave, that's crazy. A, B, if this is the B wave, it is finished. I'll tell you that. If this is the B wave, it is absolutely finished. As you can see, the fractal comment, I like to take the A, put it at the top of A, but this looks like, because this can't be, I mean, this could be 1, 2, 3, yeah. This could be 4 or 5, maybe. This is what I'm watching. A break below here, about another half a penny confirmation. We're going to go to 6. Best way to look at it. Bitcoin holds, everything else holds. You could see here we're on top of support. Then we can begin to work our way up towards 35 cents. So that is what I see in that aspect of it. I don't want to spend too much time. I'm glad you guys brought some things for me to look at here. I haven't got a chance to really talk about trading in the bear market, so maybe I will focus on that after the interview tomorrow. But one of the things we want to see is here, we can also see, just to look at H-bar for you, we can see it broke out. Like I always say, when we get more than 70% in these, descending triangles, something like this, more than 70%, 70% is right there, and that's where you see the false breakup, and then it comes down. And that's what I want to actually talk about, the false breakup. So how did I get into, or why am I in a trade right now? If I can find where I put it, look at this. And this is what we're waiting on now, real quick. AVAX, specifically here, I'm going to wait for it to come back right to here. Okay? I know it's not a lot. It's $1, which 10% is $3. So it's about another 3% move to the upside. Okay? Looking off this S1 back to the pivot, and this is where I'm looking at taking my short. Right there, which would be about $33.50. And then I'm going to ride that down to at least $26. And what would that look at for me specifically, or for you if you're looking at something like that? We want to make sure that we always measure and put our stop loss specifically, and boom, my stop loss will be right above at what, like 36.50, I'd probably put it, looking to be here. That's a 2.4 ratio. If I'm looking at my percentage of the overall move from that trade, look at that. That is 23% to the downside. Now, how do I trade in a bear market? Well, just to do some math real quick, if I wish I had a pencil. I don't think we actually have a pencil. I need to look at that next time. Is there a pencil? I don't think so. Okay. So what we are looking at here is if you do a 5x, okay, that would be times, if you're margin trading times, that would be times 23, right? And so if I'm looking at 5 times 23, easy math off the top of my head, I'll make sure it's quick. So really it's 120, we'll just say 120%, okay? You'll be looking at 120% gain on that move. Does that make sense? So if we back that up, right? And you're looking at this kind of move and you're like, man, you don't want to do 50% leverage or 55x leverage or, 10x, 20x, 30x. You don't need to do that. Take your time. In a bear market, we're going to see these kind of moves on both sides, up and down. This chop stuff, guys, that 33 to 28, yeah, you can trade that range. That is dangerous, right? So you could have caught this, and then you wait for this to finish. And now that we're breaking out and giving a direction, we wait and see if this holds on the back test as our confirmation. What that means is we'll probably come back up in this area, if not all the way back up here on the RSI. So when you see something like this, and maybe I'll go over things like this later. Hopefully this helps you guys to learn your margin trading, right? But something like this is easy. I'm gonna, 3x it. Nothing crazy. Therefore, if I 3x, my stop loss is set here. So really, in reality, what is that? $3. So every dollar you will lose $3. So if this percentage here, guys, right? Gotta be honest. So that's, if you take that whole trade at 3x, that's 27% of whatever you just traded. Okay, not your whole bag, but whatever your trade is. You're risking 27% out of 3x to get a 90% gain. Does that make sense? So this is what I am seeing when you see trades like this. So when you see somebody say, I did a 50x trade. Well, if they go back this way, 8 times 5 is 4. They'll be down some crazy 400% on something like that. That means what? Liquidated. And what you don't want to do there is get pushed for a liquidation. And that's called, let me make sure that's there. That's called a short squeeze. So everybody's shorting. This can fire up from this point, whoop, to 42. Back test that resistance and then work its way down, giving me a false breakout fully and then coming down. And that's what I'm actually looking at. Sometimes something like XRP, if I can find that chart. Is that in here? I don't even know what I just did with that chart. I know it's not there though. Ooh, we over here. I don't know where I did with the XRP chart that I just showed you earlier. Well, we're on DAG, so maybe it's over here. Okay, I don't remember. Anyway. Yeah, what did I do with that chart? No one knows. Oh, there it is. It's because I'm on the 3-day. Goofy self. Okay. So when I look at this trade that I'm currently in, I said that I am not confirmed. I'm going to move this over because that's my trade right now. Right there. This is where it is. And now this is why my stop loss is currently up here. Okay. Because this is what I could be looking at. Yeah, this is fake, but we could see this. Right? Trap the shorts. They think it's going up. Cut their losses. Boom. Take out the shorts. Trap the longs. The people who longed in this area. Now we roll over. Take the profit for them. Cut their longs. All you have to do is, if you see this price, is for the price to move. And this is trading in a bear market, right? 10% one direction can liquidate everybody, right? That's why you see these also 30% directions, because that's a 2x, 3x. Normally in a 10x, they're going to move to liquidate you if the percentage is 10x movement. So when you see those pop-ups real quick, those are liquidations. Short squeezes and long squeezes. So that's just a little bit of information, guys, that will hopefully help you during a bear market. We're going to keep track of this because, again, my job is to make $1 to $5. In reality, I'm trying to turn $1 into $20 by the end of May. That is my overall goal, but that starts with $1 to $5 slowly, then repeat $5 to $25. Same process, and that's the goal. So if I can turn 1 into 5, then I can turn 1 into 25, one step at a time, following these rules. That means being patient. A lot of people are buying that breakdown right now. And my entry again was up here because of my 0.414, understanding my fundamentals, looking that there's not a lot of green volume in here. The RSI is breaking down of past resistance. So we watch. Could we get a bounce here at 40 cents and then back test? Absolutely. I will not add to this trade until we get back to 43 cents. If this trade goes all the way to 26 cents right now, guess what? It's in there. But I don't want to get caught getting back into this trade and then it turns around and it's done, right? A lot of people enter the short or long trades too late, and that's not how you make money in a bull market. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. If you have any questions, stop by tomorrow. Write in the comments what you are looking for. But I'm just here to try to help you guys trade in a bear market. That's the point of this, and that's what we're looking at, okay? Before someone just asked about algo, and then I will definitely look at this real quick, and then I will get out of here. Algo right now, real quick, and this is, I don't even know what's going on with algo. Right off the jump, I'm seeing a 50% break right here. See, that says 0.5, which happens to be at 50. Okay, this is a rejection there, seems to be coming down as well. And anytime you have a rejection at the 0.5, you normally get 5 to 20% lower than your break if it breaks below here. And I know that's a big deal, right? Because from there to this point, that point alone right now is 20%. Big breakdown. However, you could get a stop at the 2.236 or 236, which is your last saving grace, guys, which would be 41 cents. Now, I said 5 to 20% below on that break. There's your break. There's 11% to the S1. Now, real quick, last but not least, because then I got to go. We're going to zoom all the way out on this Mamma Jamma. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that because that is no good anymore. I'm going to zoom all the way out, and we're going to look at where support is. And support is the bottom of 2, which is what we don't want to break. And that's what we're going to look at. Boom. That is, and what is that percentage when I drag that percent? It eventually matches everything else. Now, everyone right now, and here's why I say that I'm going to go, because trading in a bear market, everybody is upset right now, depressed, right? Oh, it's done. It's going to go. It's bottoms. Not everybody is screaming it's over with yet. One more massive down move puts people in anger as far as the psych is going. So let me see. I'm going to show you. I know this is lasting way longer than I wanted to. But right now, guys, we're in anger. Do you see this? Boom. Panic, capitulation. People are screaming capitulation. And I think then they had a move down, right? We XRP at 35 cents. That creates anger. But then we bounced up out of there, and now we're sideways moving slowly. But this is long term. I think it's going to be a quicker move. Boom. One more move down to depression, and then we'll be on our way up to disbelief, hope, optimism, relief, thrill, etc., etc., etc. So make sure when you see days like this, right, days like that, that you're not panicking. Buying opportunities are here. I'm still waiting on XRP to get to where I think it can go. And so we will see. We broke below this support, and it's something I want to actually show you guys. Long-term trend here. You can see it. There we go. Long-term trend here. Broke on, bounce, bounce. See? So we're still holding on that bounce. We have broken below before, but right now, this is one of them bullish things for you. We have crossed multiple supports right there on May 10th. So the question is, do we get a back test or a quick fake breakout? As you can see here, look at this, 25 cents is most of our VPVR. Hopefully that helps Rope-A-Dope and everybody else, guys. That is the end of the long sum, short sum section. This went incredibly longer than I thought, but I'm glad you guys are here asking questions. That's why you're here. Come here every single day to get these questions answered, and we're going to figure out together, as all the other YouTubers are screaming Bitcoin to 1 million or everything to 0, you and I are going to come here every day, guys, and we're going to trade, and we're going to make money in this bull market. Remember, we have our HODL, right? Our HODL, and are trading. Your HODL sit over there. Let them coins appreciate. Don't touch them. Take your money that you can afford, and that's where you play with. And we're going to do that together. Me and you together. I'm down. Thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, do the social media thing, guys. Let me go ahead and close this out so we can move on to the next section, guys. Thanks so much. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.